Hello, hello, hello. Ooh. Aretha's Think just popped on the scene. Let's go way back when. I'm getting it. Some of y'all need to go back to when you were looking in the mirror and coming out of that ugly duckling stage into identifying who you are, what you are, that ugly stage. We are all different, right? It would be a boring fucking place if we all decided, you know what, I'm gonna be just like them. That's fucking nuts. I don't want to be like none of you motherfuckers. That's my freedom. Thank you, Reba. And you know what? I had this very tall plant that was growing real nice, and I named it Aretha. I miss her and my plant actually. But when I left it to a lesbian couple. I left a lot of things to them because I was moving in haste. But you know, I could feel their energy, and it was like meeting somebody in my building that had just moved there, and then they were being hella polite, hella nice. Oh, let me help you, and you know, blah blah blah. Even though we all know if your neighbor's moving, you want to help to see what you can get. But their energy was so nice and so calm and loving on each other. Like they would talk to me and then pause and start talking to each other and then get real close to one another. It was so cute. So I feel really confident in leaving Aretha in their hands, okay? But that's all a part of you picking your tribe. You picking and choosing who you want to be around, who you want to entrust with your articles, your things, and yourself and your heart. My goodness. You can have 15 friends, and not all of those friends are you going to go to and talk about, you know, all the same things. And baby, I'm for real. That is my fault. My goodness. Dear wife, could you just hurry up and come on now? Speaking of, let me get into my dream. It's funny what the sunlight is doing to the camera. So I had a dream, two parts. I had a dream that I was having a conversation on the patio, not this one, but another patio. It was like in a new house somewhere. And I was with my partner. She wasn't my wife, but she was my partner. And that's how it felt in the dream. I was in the kitchen, I was making us dinner. She was standing behind me pouring wine, and she said, you know what, I just want to talk to you for a second. Can we go outside? And I'm like, of course we can. Let me, dry off my hands and I'll meet you out there. So she goes out and she's sitting on the chair. I could see her from the window, and I'm reading her from the window. Not reading her mind to try to figure out what it is she's going to say, but I'm reading her energy. And she looks so nervous. She looks so nervous about whatever it was she wanted to talk about. This is like in my eye. There we go. This is how I feel. And okay, so there we go. So I came out, dried my hands off, had my glass of wine. I'm like, babe, what's up? Talk to me. And I sit on a poof next to her. Like she's sitting in the chair and I sit right at her knees, and I'm like on her kneecaps like this, like, talk to me, what's up? And then she goes into how therapy is going for her, things that she's identified about herself, her communication patterns, her communication styles, and the history of her relationships, and how she's, gone about matters in her relationships. And I'm like, okay, none of this is making me nervous. It's not making me anxious. I'm just listening. Okay, that's my job. She wanted to talk. I said I'd listen. Okay. At a certain point in the conversation, she reaches down to me and like grabs me like right here. And it's not that she's pulling me in for a kiss, but she grabs me and she's like rubbing on my face right here. And she's just like, I really want to thank you for being patient with me. And I really want to be more open and honest with you about everything that I'm going through. I'm like, okay. Again, I'm not nervous, but I'm like, okay. I'm not even waiting for her to get to the meat and the potatoes. I'm just like, okay. So she's still talking, and then she pulls out a gift box, okay? And it's like a necklace gift box. It's a elongated one. Now, when I go back to thinking about this is my partner, I was not in that era of expecting us to be married like by tomorrow or something like that. Like, we were just enjoying each other, okay? So for her to pull out this necklace or whatever the jewelry was, because I never opened it. Yeah, thank you. It was basically, she didn't want to be misunderstood. She didn't want her healing process to be misunderstood. She was, hello Tomas, as he creeps on my porch. She was basically saying thank you for allowing her to go through her healing process and not judging her throughout that time. Okay, so that was part one, right? Part two, I went to a restaurant. I went to a Friendly's and sat in Friendly's. Is it Friendly's or Fridays or something? It's Friendly's. Freddy's, Friendly's. We're gonna call it Friendly's right now. So anyway, he is so funny. He's just laid out in the sun. I'm sitting in the booth, and I'm sitting across from what feels to be a father figure. This is actually not my father, but the man that's sitting there is a father figure. And come to find out, I think it's actually my partner's father. Because I was leaving space next to me, like I put my purse on the seat for them. And he and I were having a conversation, and then other tables chimed in, and we started talking about how the food was so good, how the waiters and the staff were so nice and friendly. And after we ate, like, we were communal eating. Like, we were all in individual booths, but we were laughing and talking, and I think at one point we did start playing cards. At one point after the meal was over, I said I could just lay right here and go right to sleep. And like, we all started leaning and we all went to sleep. As a matter of fact, that's what happened. My partner tapped on the glass like, y'all come on. Like, she was coming to pick us up or something, or pick her father up. And she was like, y'all come on. So I got up and left. And her father walked out ahead of me, and I paid the tab, thanked the waiter and the waitresses and the staff, and told everybody else, you know, it was nice meeting y'all, nice hanging out with y'all, we gotta go. So he gets in the car with her, they drive away, right? And as I'm walking to my car, I'm realizing I don't have my wallet, I don't have my purse or anything. I have her father's wallet in my hand and a takeout menu. As I'm walking to my car, I walk past a church, and I noticed there's this guy in this pickup truck, this really big, gorgeous silver pickup truck. And it's like he's selling things to people outside. Like, I'm thinking he was selling baggies to people outside. But he was also selling like shirts and oils and stuff like that. So as I'm walking back to my truck, I turn to him and I say, hey, what church is this? Because I could hear the music, like it is loud. And the people are coming out of the church. But I turn to him specifically and say, what's the name of this church? And he says it, and I was like, what's it called? And something told me to write it down today, write it down this morning. It was Church Cantina, or it's a church with a name that's CC. And it's not CC Church, it's Church of Christian Cantina or something like that. But after he told me, some girls that walked past told me too, and I was like, all right, thank you. They sound really good in there. And she was like, I know, they're thumping. And church service is over. So clearly this was on a Sunday. So I walk away from the girl and the guy in the truck, and I look for my truck. My truck is just like his truck. It's a big silver pickup truck. Now what I'm getting from that is it wasn't mine, it was my partner's. She took my truck and I took her truck that day. But when I got to the truck, my purse was sitting outside on the ground and the keys were in there, which is really fucking weird because my green purse is in my vehicle right now. That's funny. It is funny. So anyway, I get in the truck and then I go home. And by the time I get home, I get in the bed. Oh boy, talk about putting shit together and coming full circle. So I get in the bed because I'm like, that food was so good. I am so tired. And I get in the bed to take a nap. I can't really allow myself to fall asleep because I know she's on her way back. And we have other stuff to do that day. I don't know what we had to do, but we had other stuff to do. So anyway, it was, as a matter of fact, it was people transitioning in our house. Like her father was leaving and somebody else was coming back, or her father was leaving and we were about to leave for a trip. But truth be told, what happened was when I woke up from my nap, which I only closed my eyes for like an hour, I woke up, it was like 4:03. And then I noticed I had this, what's that show called? Rocco's World. The cow was a clock on our wall with neon eyes and a face. Like the face was the clock and his body was just a piece of art figure that was just on the wall. But his face was neon. And then I noticed that it said 4:03 on the clock. And I looked at my watch to make sure it was right. And then out of nowhere, a Boston Terrier comes bouncing from this direction. I'm laying on the bed this way. This is the head of the bed. The Boston comes this way and starts nibbling at my feet. Like, you know, when the dog hasn't seen you in a while and they're like, hi, mom, hi, 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 you know, all of that. And then I'm looking at the dog and I'm like, Zoe, is that you? And then this is funny. My wife comes in the opposite direction, suitcases with two other Bostons, and she's just like, no, that's not. And I jump up and I'm like, oh my gosh, I had a dream about you. I knew you were coming back today. That's funny, a bird just flew right through the door. So I was like, I knew you were coming back today. And I got up and put my head in my hands like this and bent over in full fetal position and started crying. And then I could feel her rubbing my back. And she was like, it's okay. But when I asked her, I said, Zoe, is that you? And she was like, no, that's not Zoe. The look on her face was like, no, Zoe's no longer here. Okay. Needless to say, this morning I had a nice little cry. But there were two other Bostons, right? So in the dream, when I did this and I started crying, this is the longest conversation ever, 14:42 on the timer. When I did this and started crying and she was rubbing my back and I was saying, I knew you were coming back today. I knew you were coming back. I had a dream that you would be back. And she came in the bedroom with suitcases and, like I said, two other dogs. So it's like the three dogs came in with her. And I swore one of them was Zoe. Like, I didn't even get to look because Zoe doesn't nibble on your feet. She'll sniff at your feet and then push your feet onto her head and like play with your feet on her head. Like literally, your toes will be right here. She'll do this. That's what she does. Or she'll just sniff in the crevices of your toes. I miss her a lot. And I know that my baby misses her too. So anyway, you have someone coming in with luggage. You have a lover that wants to say thank you, appreciation. Somebody's father wants to say thank you. Wow. A lover that wants to say thank you. Mind you, the partner that was on the deck that was giving me wine and jewelry, she had on all black. She had on all black. And the father had on, you know, vacation clothes, but it was like light colors like this. Yeah. So, the father, Tower, homegirls and sisters, why the fuck not? The district. You know, what I'm getting with this automatically is what I was getting from the dream and basically what I just said. The partner was telling me, I appreciate you, right? The first situation was telling me, I appreciate you for your patience and allowing me to go through my healing process as I need to, not judging me along the way, and just really being there for me. When we were at the restaurant, the father and I were talking, and it was more like, thank you. And as I'm walking out of the restaurant, I had his wallet, but I was paying the tab. And if I evaluate how I felt with this man, I felt like I was also his baby girl, which is like, let me take you out to thank you as well. So my wife coming back is telling me that this person that, what am I to do? Going in circles. I'm going in circles right now trying to get this out. What I'm getting right now is there is a partner that you are dating. They are going through a transformation, an evolution, a healing phase, okay? Healing is not one day through the week you up and change and that's it. I'm gonna keep tapping on that shit because that shit was funny as fuck. But yeah, this father is saying thank you. And with this why the fuck not homegirls and sisters in Tower Awakening, I just said this father is saying thank you for being there while my child is going through what she's going through. Not only were you a friend, but this is definitely somebody that you're attracted to, somebody that you're sexually attracted to. And with this knowledge card, wow, and right behind that is bad habits and the Libra. Wow. Wow. All right. Slow down here. Let's slow down. So dad is saying thank you. You're saying, why wouldn't I? That's my person, that's my partner. Why wouldn't I be there for them to support them? And with homegirl and sister and knowledge, it's like you're not explaining, but you're telling the father, you're telling your partner, of course I'm gonna be here for you. While you kick these bad habits, and go through this Tower Awakening. She kept telling me, thank you for understanding that, you know, it was how she communicates and where her communication style came from. All right? And with Taurus, I'm also getting Libra. So the father could be a Libra, the father could be a Taurus, but I'm also getting that, you know, you are the balance in this situation, okay? You are the balance in this situation. Now, here's the tricky part. With this, of course I would be here for them. Of course I would take care of them during this time. I love them, you know. What I'm understanding is this person came from a sticky situation, okay? This person may have come out of a divorce, come out of a marriage, or just a very bad relationship. But for them to say thank you for, you know, supporting me during this time and not turning your back on me, I know it's been rough. I feel like I'm changing every day. I feel like even the way that I communicate to you is changing every day. Yeah, I'm getting it. The way that they communicated with this pink wolf was just toxic. I'm just gonna say that. The way that they communicated with this pink wolf was just toxic. We have Scorpio. We also have depression, okay? You see her shirt? And this is coming in under Tower and bad habits. So opportunities happen when you enter the room. I'm feeling like you are the opportunity. That they're seeing anew with you. They're seeing different with you. They're seeing, you know, the light at the end of the tunnel. with you. Not to say that you walked into their life and their whole world just, went from doom and gloom to sunny days and kittens and sprinkles and things, but hey, quite possibly it could have for them. Okay? Yeah, this person felt like they were going through a tower moment when y'all got together. Now imagine that, you getting with somebody while they're going through a tower, coming out of a tower, fresh off the tower. If I were your woman, you're like a diamond, but she treats you like glass. You beg her to love you. With me, you don't ask. If I were your woman. I'm not going to say that this is giving third party energy. This is definitely giving you gave this person space and time to do what it was they needed to do. You told them you got to walk away from that situation. If this isn't what you want, then you have to walk away. I have nothing to do with that. This players coming in under homegirls and sisters. Knowledge and opportunities happen when you enter the room. I just said you told this player that they had to walk away from their player ways if they wanted to heal. I'm getting that they were married to this Scorpio, or they, like I said, they were in a marriage currently when y'all met. This is definitely giving me something that you said. Something that you said triggered them, tipped the hat for them, tipped the needle for them. I'm getting tipped the needle for them. They were already on their way out, right? But something that you said helped them see that they were making their own right decision. Didn't I say it's something that you said? Something that you said helped this person tip the needle out the door, okay? Maybe you saw them in the tower. Maybe you saw the tower coming. Maybe you saw that this, and I said this earlier today and the deck just flipped. Wow. I said this today in meditation. That's crazy. Here we go. Having people in your life that literally put a straw in your back and suck out your energy, your tenacity, your flavor, suck that shit out of you, reflects. It does. It does. And the right people will see how you shrink, how you diminish, how you ball yourself up like this just to fit in their comfortable space. And you hear my throat cracking, right? Silly of me to think that I could be myself. Silly of me to think that I could wear blonde, purple, green, turquoise colored hair. Silly of me to think that I could post whatever the fuck it is I want to post on my fucking social media that is not regulated by you, that is not garnished by you. Hello? That's not funded by you. Okay? Silly of me to think that I can go out in this world and be my natural, normal, fucking fabulous fucking self. And here comes one of your friends, one of your family members, or one of your adopted family, one of your fake family, one of your fake fucking friends. I'm gonna go ahead and let you know that right now. This person is a fake and a phony. Fake spiritualist, fake I know it fucking all. I don't ever claim to know it all. I don't ever claim to know your story, your situation. I am telling you what's coming out in this read. I'm telling you about the messages that I get. There are plenty of fucking people that are pissed off that I get messages and that they don't. So what do? Try to make me shrink, try to tarnish my name, try to attack me in rooms that I'm not in. I don't have to be there. Guess who's there? Guess who's always going to protect me? Guess who's always going to come to bat for me when I don't have to be there? Catch it, people. Okay? So, in meditation, what I said was there is a friend, a foe, a pink fucking wolf in somebody's fucking camp that is keeping a negative ass, and I'm gonna keep saying it, a negative ass outlook on how you represent yourself. And it's not just you, it's the people that are associated with you as well. Now, if somebody is in your camp and they acting a little stinking funky, yeah, I'm gonna call them out on it. I'm gonna call you out on it. Like, don't you see that bullshit? But to say that everybody that you associate with, everybody that's new coming into your life, oh, don't hang out with them, don't be with them, don't da 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 da. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not that type of person. Okay? This person, this pink wolf, is deliberately causing you, player, to push people away because they don't want to lose their spot. Okay? Now, this very well could be the Scorpio in this here situation, and the player decided, you know what, Libra, you could be a reader. I'm gonna go ahead and say that, as I said, in meditation. Libra, you could be a reader. You could be an air sign. All right, but what you said helped this person. Okay, tip the needle, change the scales. You did something for them. All right. And they want to show their appreciation. That's what that gift was about. I just want to show my appreciation. Now, when I say that my wife entered the room, that further let me know that that relationship had escalated, okay? That's funny. That's funny. I'll reevaluate that in a minute. But anyway, yeah. Oh, man. You helped this person manifest what it was that they wanted. And by manifest what they wanted, because for the stupids in the back, that's like, what the hell does that mean? How do you manifest what you want without going for what you want? You helped this person see what it was that they wanted and what it was they did not want. They saw the light versus the dark. I should be looking for more. What could it be in me that you see? What could it be in me that you see? That's what she said. The sun. I see better for you. I see wedding vibes for you. I see, love for you. Whew. Stepping off because it's Polly. This is coming in right under this player. This Scorpio, or the person that they were married to, the person that they were with, in connection with, could have kept them in toxic relationships. I don't care what you say, poly is toxic relationship, okay? You are giving to multiple people. You are giving yourself away to multiple people. If you are really as spiritual as you say that you are, then you would understand that, and it would need explanation. Plenty of threesomes, foursomes, whatever relationships that are out there that are just like, yeah, we're thriving and we are doing God's work. Okay. Okay. Libra, I'm gonna go ahead and say that this person has been imprinted by you, by something that you said. And I'm going to use that loosely. I'm going to say air sign. This person has been imprinted by something that you said. Some little tidbit of information that you offered them. Advertisement. This may have been in a story that you posted. This may have been a clip of a video that you posted. This may be a picture or something that you reposted. It opened their eyes. Okay? What did I just say? You became their whole superhero. And it wasn't just you, it was the message that you provided. It's like, wow. Wow, you're right. I can do this. Superhero is coming in under sun. So yeah, you showed this person the light, like I said. Told them that it was time to leave. They told themselves it was time to leave. Anytime I do a read and I say specifically, you need to leave that relationship, it's because I can tell you right away that that relationship is hurting you. I am a neutral party, okay? I am a natural high for you. I am not in your relationship. I don't know specifically what's going on. I don't need to know, okay? The fact is, I am pulling on your energy. And it's telling me that you're heartbroken. It's telling me that you are a skeleton in your relationship and you don't want to be there. So you left. It's not a spell. You're smitten kitten. You left that situation because you wanted to, because you needed to. Now, whether or not you left and then engaged in a relationship with the Libra or air sign right after that, that is entirely up to you. But again, you were allowed to have your healing process. Okay? No, you definitely did. You laughed and said, I'm going right over there. So we just gonna cut the shit. You left and said, I'm going right over there. What I said, yep. Take to the sky on a natural high. We have astral projection, and I just saw a blue jay flying. Wow. All right, so player, you decided to uproot yourself, leave that situation with the Scorpio, whether you were married or in a commitment or not. You ended that connection, and you are leaving to enter in a new connection. I am definitely going to say that you're entering into this connection as friends. I'm getting that. It's like you are in a self-evolution. You know what I'm saying? You're growing, you're changing, you're still evolving, but you all have not committed yet. When I said I had the dream, it wasn't that I was expecting her to pull out a ring box. I wasn't expecting us to get married to the next day. But over time, she became my wife. And she came in the house with 3 fucking dogs. Ain't that some lesbian shit to do? We got black magic. You've had some dark days. You had some dark days in that situation. That's funny, because I said you don't want to be in this relationship. You feel dead in this relationship. And we got black magic, and this is right under wedding. So when you were imprinted, player, admiring this air sign, you were juggling 2 of Pentacles here. What's behind 2 of Pentacles? Yeah, is this my twin? Is this my twin, air sign? Gemini, money coming in. I'm getting that you found the abundance elsewhere. That's exactly what I'm seeing. It's like, I'm not happy where I am. I do need to uproot myself. And it's crazy because when I said this is my wife, she came in with luggage. It's like she had just come back, and I was crying, and like I knew you were coming home. I knew you were coming back. That's funny. That's funny. Clutch your pearls. What's the secret? Because I can't. Strategic moves. Players making strategic moves to get out of there. King of Wands. Wow. Unfuck bothered. Air sign, you've been unfuck bothered throughout this entire process because you knew this had nothing to do with you. This was specifically about this person needing to figure out what it was they want out of life and where they wanted to be. They needed to realize that they were either in an illusion or putting out an illusion, or they needed the sun to come up on the illusion. Hello? And now they're unbound. They're single as fuck now. I ain't heard that song in a minute. You hear this? So this is the end part of Natural High, where it's like, la, 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 la. Oh, this is you getting in the car and going. That's what that is. Just as happy as a clam. Who still says that? I'm going direct. This is coming in right under Gemini. That's crazy. I'm still holding on to admired. I tell him daddy's home. Wow. You got in the car, started bopping, and was like, I'm going home. Child, exactly what I said earlier. What she say, you're no good? Exactly what I said earlier. Somebody just stuck a straw in you and just sucked the life out of you. And this high priestess came to you and said, I said came to you. Wow. So I have those dandelion wish flowers again that are just blowing outside. So I'm getting that this person came to you in a premonition or came to you in a dream, player. This air sign came to you in a dream. I do have meditation right here too. That's funny. Yeah, I told you everything you needed to know. Are you gonna be a sugar baby or you gonna be an emperor? What you gonna be? You gonna be a sugar baby or you gonna be an emperor? Fire sign. Didn't I say at the start of this read, you gotta look in the mirror and identify who it is you want to be in this life, who you want to be in this life, who you're going to look like. You can change your appearance all the time. At a certain point, I wanted to look like Lenny Kravitz. You know what I'm saying? I fucking love me some Lenny. But it was the leather, it was the aesthetic. It had nothing to do with actually being him. But I was young then. So fire sign, you took a second look at yourself. You took a second look at yourself. And it was during this tower that you did. Evolving and changing. We have Pisces. Tell them daddy's home. Pisces is coming in under friend, homegirl, knowledge, superhero, black magic, money coming in. Player, you could be a water sign. You could be a water sign because this is coming in right under daddy's home. Coming in to speak your truth. Okay, water. So we got water and fire on the board as the player. We have air sign as the, divine timing, child. And admired. Okay. As the high priestess. Talk to me about y'all give Love Jones vibes. Ooh, 38, 50, 54. Y'all give Love Jones vibes and telepathic communication. The last thing that I said was fire sign or water sign. This person came to you in a premonition or a dream to give you the guidance that you needed. This person gave you a message that helped you tip the needle and pack your bags. Find the confidence in yourself and strut your ass out the door. Stairway to heaven. Who told me to put this station on? The father. The father did. Ooh. You found your confidence in that mirror, okay? You found your confidence in that mirror. Like I said, it was something that this air sign said that helped you wake the fuck up. We got confidence and mirror. What did I say? Oh my goodness, what did I say? Something that you saw on social media, something that this person said to you, or, you know, like I said, it could be a post that they reposted. It could have been a clip of a video that they did. It's not a full video. It's literally like a snippet. It was like this person, this air sign said something like this much or something. And that one little fucking thing was all that you needed. That one little piece. It's like, well, if they say this, then yeah, it's definitely this. It's definitely I gotta go. It's almost as if this air sign gave you a piece of a premonition that you had. It could have been about 4 Bostons. Ooh, I said 4. Let me back that up. It was 3 Bostons, okay? It was 3 Boston Terriers that came bouncing in the room. The restaurant was called Friendly's. Me and the father was sitting in a booth. And we were surrounded by other people in their booth, but we were all talking and playing games. And then prior to that, I was sitting on the deck and my partner was telling me that they really appreciated me and appreciated how I gave them space and time to heal. And by to heal, I mean that they were still in their healing process. Why in the hell do I have to explain this? I said this the other day. Providing further explanation is granting, I can't even remember what the fuck it was. It's granting it's granting a level of intimacy that you can't afford. So I'm gonna say that all over again. Let me start over. Providing a further explanation is you granting someone a level of intimacy that they cannot afford, and neither can you. The choice is always yours. Okay? We're going step by step, stepping off. Woo! Stepping off because it's false. Child. Stairway to heaven, honey. You better climb that stairway to heaven. Fire and water sign. Come on now. Aquarius. That's funny because I said who? I did say air sign. I said an air sign told you something that made you take a second look, that you are not blocked. Y'all give Love Jones vibes. You are not blocked. Your love deserves an encore. Okay, so this air sign is a previous person for you, fire or water. Put your head on my shoulder. Walk with me. Don't you want to go? Ooh, this person and their divine energy. The divine energy is coming in off of their higher self doesn't want you to forget their energy. Telepathic communications. You felt like this was a direct message to you. I do have direct on the board. Hello? You felt like this was a direct message to you. It may have just been a post, but you felt like, no, she's talking to me. She's talking about me specifically. Stairway to heaven. This is getting scary. Stepping off because it's false. What's false? That flower bombing relationship that you were in. Feeling like death, knowing that the relationship is over. That's actually what my shirt says. It says the end. That's funny. Found the confidence to walk away. Not walk on by, but walk away. It sucks that you can't really hear the songs, but don't you want to go? Don't you want to go? Don't you want to go? I'm going to say this again. This does not give me the feels that this air sign is in the waiting room for this person, this fire sign or water sign. It gives me that y'all have separated. It was a mutual separation, okay? This person had to find their own way. I did say that a minute ago. This person had to find their own way, but something that you said, air sign, ooh. Something that you said, air sign, they admired you for. You helped them clean up the situation. That they know that you and that verbiage or whatever it was you said, that shit hit different. They got a full crush. Full crush. Something you said about them living in confusion. Ooh, fucking that again. That's that Scorpio. Shit. Something that you said, I need to pick this back up. Something that you said. Okay? Your aura tickles this person. Your aura does it for them. Wasn't I talking a minute ago about the energy off of the lesbian couple? Love won't let me wait. Oh, I love that song from Luther. Okay, so anyway, I said that the energy that I was getting from the lesbian couple was, you know, it felt good enough for me to leave my Aretha plant with them, right? And leave some other things with them. Air sign, that's how they feel about you. You don't come off as, I'm gonna tear somebody else down to build myself up. I'm going to talk about somebody else to make myself seem something else. What is that? Convincing people that they're this or that? That's what this is. That's not what you do, air sign. As a matter of fact, you don't even rock with people that do that. It disgusts you to the bone. And I started this read with everybody is different. Everybody is their own variation of God's grace and mercy. And if you can't allow people to be themselves, like if you post something and I don't like it, I'm gonna hop the fuck off. Why would I stay? Why would I be a follower of yours to be a hater of yours? That's stupid. So I'm gonna go back to what I said. Air sign, it's your aura that tickles them. Oh, I gotta get out of here. They were living in confusion. They were watching you. Did I not say that there was something that you watching you? Hello? Watching you. They not the only ones that's watching you either. Accept the opportunity. So yeah, this person is coming in. We got love's return here. Boundaries. I'm getting that you taught this person boundaries. I'm getting that both of you together, like you teach each other things. And that's a beautiful thing. To be with somebody that you can learn from and learn with, and they can, reciprocate that, that's beautiful. If I can't learn from you, then what the fuck are you in my life for? Yeah, that's crazy. Obsession. With this, I'm getting that you taught this person about their obsession. Like, with that why the fuck not card, this person may have had a bad habit. Again, we got Tower and bad habits right on top of each other, and then Scorpio right behind that. I did say that Scorpio, or whatever relationship that was, that kept them in a toxic situation. I did say that. So yeah, air sign, it was something that you said, honey, that got them out of that obsession, got them out of this. Yeah, it was something that you said. We got what? Queen of Swords right behind that. Whew. All right. Stepping off because it's false flower bombing. They went in hermit mode to think about it. I did mention that this person didn't just up and decide on a Monday that they were going to leave that relationship. They've been dying for some time, okay? They have been reaching out, trying to make the relationship work, and just realizing it's just not. It's just not. It's just not. It's not. It's just not. The Emperor woke up. The Emperor woke up, people. Talk to me about Emperor. Yeah, the Emperor woke up. This is right on flower bomb, and it's stepping off because it's false. The Emperor woke up, and this is that. Okay. Hear me when I say this now. You told this person about that toxic field, right? That toxic energy that this Black Widow was providing. This Scorpio. Okay, we just gonna call a thing a spade here. This is the difference. This is the three of you. Not that you are the third, hello, but in their hearts, you actually are. That's crazy. You are someone's third party in their heart. Luther just said, when I make love to you. Now that's a sticky situation right there. If this person is in a relationship with this Black Widow, having intimate relations with them, and still thinking about your energy, they are feeding off of you. Oh, goodness gracious. We're just gonna move on because I ain't got the time. Ciao. It's either you're gonna be with this Black Widow, you're gonna be with divine energy, your twin flame here, like, and I can say that because this is where this is coming in at. Twin flame is not the Black Widow. Twin flame is not this bad habit or tower. It's where they want to return home to. Air sign, they have nasty thoughts about you. I just said that this person is saying love won't let me wait, and I'm getting that they have been waiting. I can't wait no longer. Oh, it's giving pent up, bottled up, held back. I can't wait no longer. Oh my goodness. I can't wait no longer. Not the wolf. Do you see how he's looking down? That's kind of where I was positioned when my partner was telling me I appreciate you, right? And it's also giving me the hand. This person wants to come in with an offer. Thank you. An offer of appreciation is what I heard. Not to say thank you for your patience, but thank you for not judging me while I was going through what I'm going through. The fact of the matter is, air sign, you already know what they're going through. You probably haven't even spoken to this person since y'all parted ways, and you are well aware of what's going on. That scares the shit out of them, though. It does. What'd I say? What did I say? You see this woman in the back? Drifting on the memory. Drifting on the memory, and the deck split. Wow. Air sign, this emperor has been thinking about you, and the only way that they are going to become an emperor is if they release themselves from toxic ass connections. Call their therapist every Thursday faithfully, Tuesday and Thursday. Yeah, I go regularly now. I speak to my therapist more than I go to the gym, is what I'm getting. They lay in the bed on the phone with their therapist. That's funny. It's nothing weird or anything like that, but yeah, I'm in the bed and I just talk to them because they know that I'm coming from a hurt place. Okay, so this person is like literally, you know what I'm saying, a skeleton of themselves. They're not as flashy as they used to be. Chaka Khan, sweet thing. I cannot, child. I can't. I just said this person is like a shell of themselves. They are curled up in fetal position. That's exactly how I was when I was crying. In fetal position on the bed talking to their therapist. Okay, for those of us that do remember this and used to do this, you remember when you used to be in the bed and the phone cord was there and you'd play with the phone cord talking to them, talking to your boo, whoever it was. Hell, it could even be family, whatever. Talking to somebody on the phone and you're just playing with the phone cord and listening to them and thinking, you know what, you're right. And then you're coming up with ideas and getting through. You're like literally working through the problems. That's what this person is doing. They're playing with pens. They're playing with their journal string. I'm getting it. This person has a journal that the leather wraps around. Make a wish, y'all. The leather wraps around their journal, so they're playing with their string. There's a jewel on the journal, like a charm. It's blue. Somebody has a blue one. Somebody has a purple one. Somebody has citrine. They just yelled at me. No, it's citrine. I heard you. Oh my God. So anyway, this person is vulnerable. This is the moment where I say I can retire, but I ain't gonna. This person is leaving the situation. Once they decided, this is coming in under discernment, the collector, divine energy, telepathic communications. What was I just talking about? A phone cord, being on the phone with their therapist, figuring out, you know what, they're right, you're right. And I'm getting at this person journals before and after their conversation with their therapist. You on their roster, air signs, with your glowing ass energy. They just called you a fairy. She was a fairy. Oh man, that's actually a joke between them and their therapist though. That's funny. Oh my goodness, he was a savior. This person isn't calling you a savior, but the deck split. Wow, people. She's a fairy. And you're right, Doc. I am leaving this situation. I can't do this no more. Daydreaming and I'm thinking of you. You're my heat. You are my fire. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Goodness gracious. Twin flame, air sign, they want to call you, they want to talk to you. They're hoping that you won't be judgmental about the situation, but after the dream that I had and told you about, I know that you won't be. We have 56, 39, and that's the truth. You're not going to be judgmental with them because, as I said, you already knew the fucking truth. You knew what they were going through. You knew they were going to go through it before they went through it. You get dreams and premonitions well before they do. So you come into them and telling them, yo, this, and this is about to happen. You need to be prepared. The choice is still yours, player. Whatever it is you want to do, you're going to do it. I can't control that. I can't change that. You're going to do what you need to do, and I'm going to act accordingly. You did. You definitely did. Okay? And that ain't in their feelings. No, that's to be expected. They thought you were lying. They were actually being judgmental about you. You're being insecure about a friend. You're, not looking at the situation as a whole. Why don't you trust in me? Trust me instead of what, you see. Well, the truth of the matter is you did trust them and they still fucked up. They still did what they were going to do. I tell people this all the time. I trust you. I trust you to be you. I trust you to do exactly what it is you are going to do. Now you on their mind. And they sitting there thinking about calling you after they done prayed and walked away from a toxic situation. Ooh, didn't I say? Didn't I just say? Seeking wisdom. This person is talking to their therapist on the phone about you. Fairy. She was a fairy. Going through an ego death. Come on now. Talking to their therapist. Going through an ego death. It's the end. Child. I actually took this shirt off. And now they want to talk to you. But they know you're going to cut them down. And by cut them down, you're going to look at them exactly like this. Like, I don't even got to say, didn't I tell your ass? Just look at them like, Take the chance. Give me a chance. I'm getting that this is a sign for you, fairy. Air sign. This person is building up the confidence to walk away from a situation. This person is coming to you vulnerable. They were judgmental about you. They know that you're going to be judgmental about them. But they want to talk about the projections. They want to talk about the assumptions, how they want to speak their truth. They are in their feelings. Oh, wow. Baby, come back. Take the chance. Empress. This is coming in directly under Emperor as well. I want my Empress back. This whole time I have been biting my tongue to not say Empress. This whole time I have been biting my tongue to not say Empress. We got Capricorn. Empress, you may be a Capricorn. They may come back to you in Capricorn season. This may happen around Capricorn season, fall season, when the leaves turn red. That's when you're going to hear from them. They're going to come to you with a whole branch of autumn leaves. I don't want to give you flowers no more. I want to give you the trees. Wow. I hear that bird. I started to say the birds and the bees. I want to give you the autumn trees. Wow. They deep in thought about it. Being protective over their heart in this ego death time and situation. Anxiety about calling you. My goodness. Yeah, we have an hour already and I got to go. I said I was going to the store to just get coffee. To come home and make coffee. What does this Empress, wow, before I even ask the question, we got manifesting moments coming out. What does this Empress need to know right now? What does she need to know right now? This flipped out on divine timing. This person has anxiety, Empress, about calling you. They're scared, okay? They're scared to admit that you were right. They're scared to admit, yes, this is the fuck what happened, but you are the queen of their soul, so they know they can't lie to you. Wow. They feel abandoned. Queen of my soul, light of my life, the sun to my day. Girl, still waters run deep for you, girl. What does the Empress need to know? You know that you dodged that situation. You knew that if you stayed with this person, they were just going to string you along. But you knew you wanted better for yourself. This keeps hitting divine timing. So I'm letting you know right now that you were supposed to walk away from this person. Okay? You may struggle with that, you know, some nights, and some nights you don't give two shits because you're like, I know I did right. You did. This is your confirmation. You did. So what does this Emperor need to know? What does the Emperor need to know? I just dropped a card. They feel like they dropped the ball. I know that. A piece of them is missing. I got that too. What does the Emperor need to know? people are going to ask them how you going to leave, how you going to get back to this Empress, how you going to, you know, just all of a sudden change your mind. I'm getting that they didn't just change their mind, they talked to their heart, and their heart and head are now communicating, and that's why they are in Empress status now. Keep in mind, they may still be in that relationship today, that toxic ass relationship today, but by the time the leaves turn bright red and the sun shines fire through them, Empress, is when you'll get that phone call. Is when they're going to come cruising into you, girl. That's funny. I'm also getting that there's going to be a lot of people, mother, auntie, friends, you know, that's going to question them, judge them. They're not going to give two shits. You see how strong that walk is? This is the confidence that this person is going to have to come to you, Empress. They're going to have confidence to leave that situation and walk out of it with their head held high. Hello? Don't come to no Empress with your head bowed like that. You better know what you do. What does the Emperor need to know? Yep. Let me tell you where this flipped out at. So, it's flipped out on top of deep in thoughts, protective over my heart, and fire sign. This person knows exactly where they're going. They know exactly where they're going. Hello? 1111. Protective over my heart is in the twin flame. This person is reevaluating the options, and they're not looking at them anymore. This came out on top of return to sender. What does the Emperor need to know? Ooh. Oh, they regret you leaving, Empress. All right, so I'm going to say this is for the water sign. The water sign regrets you leaving, Empress. The fire sign is no longer looking at options, okay? Because of where these cards landed, this actually landed right on top of abandon and the Pisces card. And options landed out on top of fire sign, protective over my heart, deep in thoughts. So we got two different messages from two different signs here. Wow. Yeah, okay, so final message. Ooh, retrospective. Retrospective, the moon, and return to sender. Final message. Virgo. Ooh, this is the confidence. This is that confidence, because this flipped out on top of ego death. They need to have it. Final message. Rejection. You gotta reject that toxicity. Reject that toxic ass relationship. Transmute that energy. That's what's way over there. They did. They did. We got ghosted. Ghosted landed out on top of living in confusion. Anything else? 106 even. Stop repeating yourself. That's just on the bottom of the deck. This landed on coming on in, money coming in, and unbound. They're coming. They're going to what they're attracted to, and that will be you, Star, Empress, air sign. Every little part of each other. Ooh. 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 Wait a minute. Oh my goodness. I just got a lot of touching. A lot of touching. Anything else? I just got a lot of touching. Let's chill. Wow. Ooh. That was hot. That was hot. They are no longer pulled in different directions, sweetheart. This landed so gracefully. It's pulled in different directions, and it just fell so gracefully. I love it. I love it. Singing to the moon. Let's pull 3 tarot cards. On the bottom of the deck, we have King of Swords, 6 of Cups. That's giving me the confidence to walk. That's giving me the confidence to walk. Go into their happiness. Cruising together. I love it. This is love music. We got Wheel of Fortune, 3 of Pentacles, High Priestess. They want to work with you, High Priestess. They tired of this heartbreak. They want to work with you, High Priestess. They want to make a full offer to you, High Priestess. Anything else we need to know? I'm going to end it right there. They coming on in. Coming on in, okay? Coming on in. Just for shits and giggles. Now I'm going to end it. Now I'm going to end it for good. All right, y'all. Yeah, they don't want this heartbreak no more. They are heartbroken without you, girl. Ooh. Oh, man. This is love. This is love. Oh, this is love. Oh, man. They're in the bed, twirling on the cord, twirling with the leather strap to their journal, wishing that you were there. They pull the covers and the pillows and position them specifically to make it feel as if you are there. Hold their pillows specifically. Oh, love ballad. I got to go. I got to go. Bye, y'all. Good luck, Emperor. Good luck, Empress. If this is your story, please leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I never say those things because you all have free will, and it just feels weird for me to say it. I guess. I don't know. But yeah, comment. I talk back. You know what I'm saying? I would love to know what you think about the reads. I would love to know if you feel like this is your story. If you feel that you know that this is a similar story to a friend, share the video to them. They may need to hear it. There is definitely a player energy that's out there that is heartbroken right now, in this very moment, and needs this message. See? And needs this message. That's crazy. And there's somebody else that's a black widow that's out there that does not want me to get this message out. But I'm going to get it out. I'm going to post it. I'm going to repost it. And I hope that you receive this message with love and treat each other kind. We are all going through our own shit. We are all different and independent of one another. So be nice. Cost you nothing to be fucking nice. If you don't like something, hop the fuck off. If this read is not for you, you don't like the way I provide reads, you don't like the way I give my story, you know what I'm saying, my dream in addition to, and tie all that shit together. If you don't like the way that I curse, okay, you can go. The door's right there. Toodles. But if you want to rock with me, do that. Thank you. I appreciate y'all. Thank you so much. I have 7 subscribers. Woo! I will say this though, because somebody else out there needs this message. Your haters will subscribe to you as well. Your haters will follow you on social media as well. But I still appreciate your energy because I'm going to take that and I'm going to utilize that. Okay? Bye, y'all.